it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today's Tuesday. I know I said I'm not going to do book tags anymore, but I was tagged in this tag by Patrick Ryan. I'll link his video down below in the description, and it sounded like a fun one. So today we're going to be doing the 1001 book tag. Each one of these questions starts with 1001, and some of them are book related and some of them aren't. So let's just dive right in. It's going to be a short one, I think, unless I ramble on. You never know. So prompt number 1, 1001 lists. Do you follow any book lists? It can be a prize list or a challenge like the Rory Gilmore challenge. So quick fun story. Before I discovered BookTube, I was collecting every list of books that I could find. I have a giant Google document of all of these different kinds of book lists that at one point I was making my way through reading the books on there, and then I discovered BookTube and I got totally sidetracked. So maybe later this year or next year, 2023, I'll be able to circle back to that giant list and try to tackle some more of those lists. But I love lists. I collect the lists, as you can tell. And so, yeah, I do have a whole bunch of lists. I try to at least pay attention to all the big awards and see I like to see which ones I have on my radar and which ones aren't. I love seeing Barack Obama's list come out every year of his favorite reads. And I use the Read Harder Challenge. I like their spreadsheet that they've created, the reading tracker, and that includes the Reading Harder Challenge every year. So I like to just look and see what they're tracking there. Prompt number 2, 1001 books. Yay! Approximately how many physical books do you currently own? How many ebooks? And I added audiobooks. So my physical books is a complete guess. I have no idea because I haven't finished cataloging them all yet. That is maybe 300, 350, somewhere around there. Ebooks is 100 exactly, and audiobooks is about 40. So prompt number 3, 101 books read. Approximately how many books have you read in your lifetime? Do you keep track? So this answer made me dig deep into one of my many lists. I started tracking what books I read per year in 2012. So this goes back to 2012, the numbers, and that's been 651 books I've read since 2012. That counts, rereads, because I count those as reads every year because I still read them. Goodreads tells me since I've joined Goodreads, which I have no idea when it was, I've read 712 books. That's not always accurate because they like to double count some books and everything, and I don't know how accurate that is, but there it is for you. Prompt number 4, 1001 Arabian Nights. Have you read any stories from the Arabian Nights? Do you have a favorite? If you haven't, do you want to? I've read a couple stories from the Arabian Nights as a kid. The 7 Voyages of Sinbad and Aladdin's Wonderful Lamp, of course. I loved both. They were both favorites. But I do want to read the entire collection of stories, so I can't wait to get to that at some point. Prompt number 5, 1001 flavors. As my stomach grumbles right now, literally. Do you have a favorite food or flavor? I love pizza, I love potatoes, I love pasta, the 3 Ps, I guess you can say. I get random cravings at random times for different foods. I guess my favorite flavor, I don't know if it's necessarily a flavor per se, but I love the sweet and salty. So I like to mix, like, say, Chex Mix with M&Ms and get that sweet and salty flavors going on there. I love it. Now I'm getting really hungry, so let's move on to the next prompt. Prompt number 6. 1001 pages. Have you ever read a book that is over 1001 pages? Is there one that you recommend? And what's the longest book that you've read? So I went back through all of those spreadsheets that I talked about back to 2012, and I counted up how many books I had marked as over 1001 pages. That includes 15 books total, not including rereads. This is just 15 books alone that were over 1001 pages. And the longest book in that list is actually one of the Outlander books, The Fiery Cross, which I believe is book 5. And that copy in the mass market paperback is 1,443 pages. It's a long one, folks. A lot of the Outlander books are long ones. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the books on this list are over 1,001 pages. So just 5 out of the 15 alone, 1/3 of my list were Outlander books. Do I recommend them? I mean, I recommend them all because I loved them all. But I recommend them if you enjoy long books. If you don't enjoy long books, you want short books, do not read these because you're just going to be sitting there thinking about how long it is. Prompt number 7, 1001 buckets. Do you have a non-bookish bucket list? What is one thing on this? Travel to Scotland, maybe move there one day, but at least start off traveling there, going to visit. I would love to see as many of the Outlander sites as I can there. Yeah, that's my biggest one. 1001 numbers. Do you have a lucky number? What is the story behind it? I don't think I really have a lucky number, though I tend to gravitate towards odd numbers when I have to pick a number out of like a range of numbers. For some reason, I almost always end up picking an odd number. I can't explain why, but that's it. That's what it is. Prompt number 9, 1001 authors. Do you have a favorite author and or a genre? No, I do not like picking favorites. I am horrible at it. I end up picking like 5, 6, 10. So I'm just going to leave it at no and move on, or else we'll be sitting here talking forever. But on a side note, I did create a video of 3 of my new autobuy authors, so I will put that in the cards above and put that link down below in the description if you wanted to check that out. Prompt number 10, 1001 activities. This is the last prompt. Do you have a favorite outdoor activity? I would say reading outside maybe. I'm not much of an outdoors person. I spend most of my time inside, so maybe reading outside when it's really nice weather out, but not too hot because we're in the south and it gets too hot very easily. And then last, we gotta tag some friends. So here I tag Stephanie at Miss Richards Reads and Josephine at Fine Reads. Y'all have been tagged. If you've seen this tag and you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite book list that you follow, so I can follow it too and add it to my never-ending book lists. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I have a new video coming out. As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. No pressure to join either, but we have a ton of fun at both. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.